Shalom, shalom, shalom. Happy Sabbath, man. I'm starting a little bit early today, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I had a bad day. Esau tried to knock your boy off, man. I'm gonna get into that a little bit later. Big G Bar made it. Xmas is for busters. Celebrating Xmas is for busters. Right? There's no excuse to be celebrating Christmas in the year 2025, so-called the year 2025. People be making excuses. People be making excuses on, especially our people. They be making excuses. Oh yeah, no, it's for family. I wasn't even going to talk about Christmas this season. I feel like it's like beating a dead horse. Let me get a scripture. Let me share screen. Let's go to. I wasn't even going to talk about Christmas, but it was just irking me today. Where's Jeremiah? Jeremiah 20 and verse 9. See, this is how I felt today. Then I said, I will not make mention of him, nor speak any more his name. So I wasn't going to mention Christmas. That's what I'm using this script for. But his word was in my heart as a burning fire shut up in my bones. And I was weary with forbearing, and I could not stay. So the Lord wanted me to speak on Christmas. It's Hanukkah season. So, Christmas is satanic. Do your research on that. Do your research. It's out there. Use your smartphone and be smart. Damn, why ain't this thing charging? Damn. Anyways. But yeah, man. Esau, man. I was with Esau. Shalom, sis. Shalom. Yeah, I was with Esau, man. I've been doing these little odd jobs. I'm about to start school January 5th. So I've been doing these little odd jobs. So I gotta go. Look, I gotta go on these little damn interviews and for the little unemployment stuff, right? So you gotta do a employment log or whatever. So man, I was trying to bomb the interview, and Esau up here talking about, yeah, we would love to have you. He called me. I'm thinking like I knew something was funny. Cause I was like, man, I was trying to bomb it. I come in there looking like this, straight Negro, and I'm like, why did you pick me? Right? What's up? We gotta be funny. So I was like, man, I'll give it a try. I'm about to start school anyway, so I ain't about to be there too long, right? Shalom, sis. So I ain't about to be there too long anyway. So I started like on Wednesday. So I don't know if you guys seen Breaking Bad. I'm just doing a quick story real quick before I trash Christmas. I don't know if y'all seen Breaking Bad, right? Hold on, what's this say? I work for a dermatologist path, and every time I hang up, they say happy holiday. I'd be pissed because they be catching me up. Right. But look, so I don't know if y'all seen Breaking Bad, that show, but the little Edomite look like that dude from Breaking Bad. And a little creepy little Edomite. And so we're in this little warehouse. So it's like for washer and dryers, right? Like you service washer and dryers. But I don't got no like I said, I bombed the interview. I don't know nothing about no damn fixing no damn washer and dryer, like doing all that stuff. So he was like, oh yeah, we'll train here. We'll train here. So I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot. You feel me? So I'm hanging out with him the last 2 days. And I seen the first. So I'm hanging out with him the last 2 days, right? So we're just in the warehouse. It's just me and him. The rest of the team, it's probably like 10 other dudes, but they leave early. They leave right when they get there to go service the washer and dryers from different places. And I thought that's what I wanted to do. I thought I wanted to go with them. So I'm with the creepy cracker dude for 2 days. It was hell. So I'm thinking like the second day, he's like, yeah. The second day, one of the little Edomites said, oh, if you gonna let him come with us today? And he was like, no, he gonna hang out with me. And I'm like, damn. So we're just, this dude is creepy. We're in this cold ass warehouse, with no cameras, and just look like they could have somebody tied up in there. My lips is still chapped from being in there, bro. My lips been chapped 2 days. I've been putting Vaseline on them, everything. And we're inside, I have my hood on. Inside was so cold. You know, they're from the Caucasus Mountains. So I'm like, oh, it's cold. Lips is chapped. He keep peeking in. Hey, how are you? You living a dream? You living a dream? I'm like, bro, why you keep saying that? You know, so I'm irritated. So anyway, today they're like, yeah, we're gonna have you go with the Edomite. So I'm thinking like, cool, nigga, this was the wrong idea. Look, check this out. So we go to 10. So I'm from South Seattle. I don't travel too much outside of my comfort zone. So we end up going to 10 cities today, and within 8 hours, and they're in the boonies. I'm seeing like we're going to the ghettos where Edomite, it was like sundown towns, but they ain't sundown yet. I'm looking and I'm like, bro, you know, it's a flood out here too. The flood was so bad. Some of these places, I seen pumpkins in the trees. They look like pumpkins was grown from the trees. There's so many pumpkins from the trees. I'm seeing pumpkins. Check this out. I seen pumpkins in the trees, hanging from trees, like they were stuck in the tree. I said, damn. So, man, so this Edomite, what's this say? Yeah, living the dream. He was like having fun yet, and all this little corny little stuff. And then I remember on yesterday, I was like, bro, I'm about to get up out of here. We had like 15 more minutes left. And I was like, bro, I'm about to get up out of here. Because we wasn't doing nothing. I said, I got a doctor appointment at 4:50. No, I said, I got a doctor appointment at 4:30. Is it cool? It was like 3:45. Supposed to get off at 4. I said, it's cool if I shake. I'm trying to get down the road. And he was like, oh yeah. He said, is it something very serious? I'm like, bro, who asked somebody that? I got doctor. Just know I'm out of here. Don't worry about what I got going on. You know, is it something serious or what? Is it routine? I'm like, bro, these Edomites is crazy. You never ask somebody what their doctor appointment is about. What the hell? I don't even know you. And I'm lying to you. Like, you know, they're your business, boy. Yeah, bro, my head was pounding. My head was hurting so bad from this today. Like, man. I'm like, man, I'm so over this day. I quit. Hey, guess what, Esau? I quit. They gonna be like, we ran that nigger off. Say, but I'm thinking like, why did you hire me, bro? Like, what the hell? Why? Like, I feel like they're trying to set me up or something. Cause we're going in the boonies. And it's just, I'm seeing like stuff I ain't seen before, like stuff in movies. Like I'm seeing like the ghetto white trash Edomites. These people be beefing about their washer, and they're coming out. These washer and dryers suck, and they're trying to fight you and stuff. I'm like, bro, you did not get paid enough, or you're not paying me enough to put up with this stuff. But I'm like, man, I quit. Cold part about it, I'm not even You know, I was gonna quit anyway. Even if it was a dream job, I was gonna quit anyway. I'm about to go to school, so I'm not staying here. But I thought I was going to hit them up 2 weeks before I start, but I ain't gonna do that. I quit. But yeah, they be nosy, sis. They be asking. I was thinking, remember Rush Hour when Chris Tucker told don't you ever touch a black man radio? Told Jackie Chan that it's like, yeah, don't you ever ask a black man what he going to the doctor for? Or a black person, what they don't worry about. If we tell you we got something to do, that we're leaving, 9 times 10, we're lying to your ass, and we're just saying it so we get the hell out of here. And don't ask no questions. You feel me? Don't ask no questions. Just let me go. I gotta get up out of here. You know? Yeah. Hey, crazy. But yeah, man. I might go back into that story if I think of something. But it was just a crazy day, man. My lips is it may not look chapped or they just feel weird. It was so goddamn cold in that joint, you know. I just feel like you could just it was cold, no cameras. It was sound like it seemed like it was soundproof. You know, we don't trust these Edomites. We do not trust these Edomites. It seemed like it was soundproof with no cameras. I'm like, they could just tie you up in here and nobody will ever, know you was here. They be doing stuff like that. So I was like, nah, I gotta get the hell up out of here. I don't trust you guys. You know, I do not trust them. And we can't go to them certain places they can go to. You know, like they Edomite can go travel to any city and be damn near good. We can't. They're gonna be looking at us weird. But yeah, so all praise, your boy made it. They didn't try to, they didn't get your boy, but that ain't the place for me. So Christmas is satanic. We all know it. Yeah, one of my cousins asked me, what did he say? He was like, oh yeah, you going to so and so's house on the 24th? They're having this big old party. And I'm thinking like, he know I don't deal with that stuff, but I think he probably be forgetting or something. But my cousin that asked him, they didn't ask me because he asked me, did so and so ask you? Where you going? Are you going? But I'm like, nah, they know better than to ask me. But it's just funny because if you know better than to ask me, that's good. That means they getting it like that. So something's wrong with it. It's like, damn, why ain't Cuddy celebrating it? Oh yeah, they talking. Oh yeah, he's begging, he's Satan. So obviously something should click, but it don't. They think, and I think they be thinking that they're not celebrating Christmas. If you talk to one of your cousins or something, no, it's just a time we're just getting together in family. We all got the day off. We're just getting it. Why you got to get together on that day? I mean, I told this one Jake that I was working with. He was like, nah, just, we got the day off, families getting together. Then I was like, bro, why you choose that day though? And you're lying too. He was like, damn, you're right. Why did I choose that day? Yeah, because you're lying. Because you're a liar. Let's get into the scripts. Man, my lips feel so weird, though. I ain't gonna lie. Edomites try to get me. Two different manner of people. Oh, let me tell you. Hold on, I'll tell you after I read this. I gotta tell you this on the Matthew 15:3. But he answered and said unto them, why do you also transgress the commandment of Yahweh by your tradition? See, why do our people leave that to let Esau and the rest of these heathens celebrate this? And they can do what they want. But why do our people, they celebrate this day, this satanic day, off of man's tradition. They'll say, we've been doing this. You know, it's hella funny because one of my cousins, there was a couple of them, they was talking hella trash about the white man. I don't know if they was doing that to impress me or what, but they was just, I wasn't saying nothing. They was just talking like, yeah, we gotta watch white people and they just dogging Esau, right? And then the next thing they said, they're like, so what we doing for Christmas? And I'm thinking like, nigga, that's their day too. How you gonna dog them and you celebrating his little stuff? You should trash all that stuff, I think at that time it was the government shutdown at that time too. So they was like, yeah, man, the government shutdown, we gotta come together. We all we got. And I'm like, that's I didn't say that, I'm thinking it. I'm like, that's their day. So they got me convinced. My brothers and my sisters got me convinced that they just mad Esau doesn't treat them nicely. Esau, that's all they want. They're not mad at Esau. They just want Esau to treat them nicely. Why he gotta be so mean to us? If he be nice to us, we'll be all good, right? He said, Con, that's what they hit me with, right? They just want Esau to be nice. That's all. And Esau was nice to our people. It'll be really over. They'll be tap dancing. But why do you transgress God's law with your tradition? Well, what I was going to tell you was when I got in the car to Edomite, the van. Oh yeah, and that's torture. Being in a van with Esau. I imagine something like a U-Haul truck where you're like close. Man, that's torture. So he was like, when we hopped in, he was like, anything you want to listen to? And I'm like, nigga, yeah, right. You trying to set me up like I'm gonna put what I want to listen to? I'm gonna put one of my classes on or street teacher or something. I'm like, yeah, this is the part we talk about you guys. So rewind it. You see what I said about the white man? Hell no. I ain't about to put something that I want to listen to. What you think? Would you get in a car with an Edomite you working with and put on your either your music or something, or would you a podcast or a teaching? Hell no. Like that's a setup. Hey, you gotta be a bold. One of you guys might do it though. One of these super brews might do it. You gotta be a bold Negro to do that. I was like, nah, you got it. So he up in there. You can tell he didn't put nothing on that first. But we ain't really talking in a car. And it's, I'm trying to tell you, they smell like dog for real. So after a while, we're we got a long drive. We went to 10 cities. Sis said you would do it. Sis will put what'd you say what's that? Not son. What's the Texas group? Battle axes. Sis, you put some battle axes on? Sis, you put some battle axes on with the Edomite while he's driving? Yeah, she said she's gonna put the battle axes on. She gonna put some BYs and so yeah. So he put on some damn check this out. Watch, it gets bad too. So look, first he put on his little Edomite heavy metal music. I'm like, oh my God, right? She said, "Big Con." So he put on some damn devil music, and then he put on a podcast. It was a black dude and a white dude. You could tell talking on a podcast. The black dude was like, yeah. I was in high school, so I'm not really listening. I'm actually on my phone playing a game, but I could hear a little bit. It's at the end of the day, I'm irritated. I'm thinking like, man, I'm never coming back. So I'm just counting like Herbin dropped me off back to the thing. I'm out of here. So the black dude on the podcast said, man, they used to call me Dan in high school. I never knew what it meant. Something. I wonder why they call me Dan. So I'm looking like, Dan, what the hell are you talking about? And he said Dan. He said, but come to find out, Dan stands for dumbass nigga. So it's me and the Edomite. And I'm thinking like, wow. And then he kind of chuckled, bro. He chuckled. Like he was like, he's driving. He's like, so I'm like, oh my God. I said, oh, yeah, get me the hell up out of here. Get me. And mind you, my head was pounding. My head was pounding. And he's up here. You know, I don't know about y'all, but I I don't talk like this to where I'm like a quarter inch. Like we know we're doing little stuff. He's like a quarter inch, go a quarter inch down, go eastbound. Nigga, I don't know what eastbound or all that a quarter inch is. Just say halfway, measure it halfway. He's talking about quarter, bro. Why are you trying to use your little Edomite words? You know, he's using his Edomite words, and he's talking about LG7. Get the LG7 in the half-inch screw, and I'm like, bro, what, bro? I don't. What the hell are you talking about? You know, I don't know if you're trying to make yourself seem smart or what, but you know, shut the hell up, Esau. You know, Shalom Andrea. So I had a horrible day. I had a horrible day. That seemed like it was like 50 hours. I was looking at the clock. I'm like, bro, this day is dragging. This day is drag. I said, bro, I'm in hell today. I'm in hell today. The day was dragging. And he was like, "Wanna go get some breakfast?" And I was like, this is like around 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. So I'm like, man, let's go. Fuck it. He want to go, you know, he going to some Edomite place, this bagel place. And I go in there, there's hella little Edomite kids with their grandmas with Christmas pajamas on. And I'm like, what the hell? Where's the kids? Little kids, probably like 7 or 8. They probably range from like 3 to 8. Hella little Edomite kids with Christmas pajamas on. And I'm like, with old ladies. I'm like, what the hell? And where's the bagel place? I'm looking at the bagels. I'm looking at the menu. He go first, right? You know, Esau ordering pork. Can I get the pork sandwich? Like this dude. So I'm trying to skim through it and see beef, turkey, beef. Where's the turkey? So I'm looking. I don't want to pass. Like, nah, bro, I'm cool. I told him let's go. So I'm like, damn. So then I see all beef hot dog, bagel hot dog, all beef, 100% beef. I was like, oh yeah, let me get that. And he's getting mad because they're taking forever to cook the hot dog. And he's like, damn, what do you order, dude? And I'm like, bro, this is your spot. They ordered a damn hot dog. And I guess they gotta cook it, you know, or whatever. I don't know. This is your spot, boy. So he was looking. Oh my God, this shit was crazy. I'm like, man, I am in hell. Hey, sis said she gonna put the truth music up. They gonna be like, Edomite. I'm like, what's an Edomite? What is this? What is this? What's an Edomite? I'm calling this station back. What is it? I'm gonna have to beat him with a wrench in there. Boom! Shut up, boy. But yeah, it was crazy, man. I had a day today, man. He was then we were driving. He asked me about some barbecue places or something. He asked me where I live by. And I live by this little barbecue place, and I don't go there. You know, it's ran by Esau too. But he was like, oh man, they got some good pulled pork in there, man. But I'm just like, hey, it's just so funny that people say Esau's not the white man, or they can be saved or whatever. Like, no, they can't. This man Esau is the white man. It's two different men. If you read the Bible about Esau and you be with an Edomite, you be like, that is them for real. Like, they can't help it, bro. It's two different manner of people. We're totally different. He's talking about pulled pork, okay? I'm talking about brisket. He's talking about pork ribs. I'm talking about beef ribs. He's talking about Christmas. I'm talking about Hanukkah. He's talking about he's pale. I'm not. He want to listen to devil music. I want to listen to truth music. He want to listen to some negative, wicked podcast. I want to listen to myself or one of the brothers. So it's two different manner of people, yin and yang, dark and light. They're the wicked, is what it is. And you say they could be saved, you out your goddamn mind. Esau, Edom, a heathen can never be saved for a simple fact is they will never change. They will never change. So you're going to let them in your camp? They're going to backstab you. Even if they mean well. A heathen could mean well and could be like, yes, I want to serve you. It could be 2 years from now. They're going to jug you up for no reason. They're going to jug you. That's how the Jewish people became on top of us. If you go back to the Maccabees, we let them in. We let them be, converts. What they do, they knocked off us and they took our place. And now they talking about they're the people. So, I don't know what. That's a bugged out talking about they can be saved. You might as well go back to the Christian church, But yeah. Yeah, they bugging with that. They bugging. Straight bugging. Like for real. That is crazy. I would love to see them Edomites. And it's just talking about women. He ain't talking about no man. He would never let no man join you think he would let a Chinese man join his camp and be teaching? You are the Israelites. You think he let Jackie Chan join his camp and be teaching on the street? Imagine a white boy or Jackie Chan on the street teaching a Jake to come up. Look, this is you. You are Judah. I am Ammon. You are Judah. I am Ammon. You are the top tribe. I am Ammon. I am grafted in. Yeah, right. Get the hell out of here. You got you got Edomite, a Chinese man, and an African, a damn Ethiopian or Egyptian on front line with a Judite walking past. They're telling the Judah to come here. Come here, Judah. You are Judah. We are. I am Chinese. I am Chinese. You are Judah. That's what would happen. He would be telling you, Danielle or Andrea, your name, Andrea, sister, you are a princess. You are a princess. You are above the Ammonite, but we are got the end too. That's what you're teaching. You're teaching that. You're teaching that. I would love to see them. I would love to see that. Let them teach them. I would love to see them on the front line. Just my personal opinion. I just think you're talking about the women because you just want to nail the women. You got a heathen lust. You just want to nail the women, but you ain't letting the men come in deep down. You may say, no, they can be saved, but deep down, you just want the women, Deacon have to be doing that for the money. For the dollar bill, for the dollar bill. But that's gonna fail though. I mean, I'm quite sure he is. I believe he too. But that's gonna fail. Let us call me when you got a Chinese man in your camp teaching on the street or in your live stream. You got Jackie Chan right next to you. Bring the Chinese in. Come on, Chinese. We have to bow to these niggas, to the niggas. I always had to take earphones and when in need, tell others to do them. Damn, sis, check this out. This is how you know the devil was working. I got my earphones I got earphones on my keys, so they stay with me. You know, when I put it in my ear, it died immediately. I was like, oh my God. I was like, bro, Lord, what did I do? Lord, please, what did I do? I said, I'm being tortured on my earphones, right? The truth, this is all true story. I tell no lie. Right when I put my earphones in, my Dre Beats, my earbuds, it said, vroom. If you know that sound when your shit's dead, it did that. So I said, okay, maybe the left one is, maybe the right one's dead, but the left one isn't. They both was dead. I said, how? How? So I gotta kick it with this Edomite with this heavy metal music, and we're in the middle of nowhere, and we got 6 more hours left, and it feel like every minute was 10 minutes. It feel like the clock was moving so damn slow, and I was just like, how? And my head was killing me, and I had to pee hella bad. I said, bro, where can we use the bathroom at? He was like, oh man, we'll pull over somewhere, man. You know, I'm like, okay. And he still it's like 40 minutes. And I'm like, bro, I must have hopped out this damn car. I'll call me an Uber or something. And tell them I quit. And tell them I don't know where the nigger at. He left. He just hopped out my car. Man, I don't know where I told you. I didn't want to ride with him. But it was just like, I'm like, bro, I'm trying to keep my composure. You know, stay calm. My bladder's about to bust. Heavy metal music. My head is pounding. I'm irritated. But I said, you know what? You won't see me again. He tried to give me these keys. It's hella funny. He gave me it was like hella keys, right? To like different buildings or something. And like he was like, I said, what you want me to do with these? He was like, this is when we're done. He like, I was like, what you want me to do with these keys? He like, oh man, take them, man. I'll see you Monday, man. I'm thinking like, hey. He said, you could just leave them in the truck. Yeah, I'm gonna leave them in the truck because I'm never coming back. You can have, I'm not, if I take these keys, you'll never see them again because we will not see each other in life ever again. And if I do see you on Monday, something is totally wrong. Something is totally wrong. For real. You take these keys, buddy, because you will not see G Bar no more. Woo. It will. It will. My ears to hear a healing teeth, like you said. Oh my God. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? We might be, hey, we might see that before we get out of here. That's you know, Christ really gonna crack that sky. He niggas going too wrong, going wrong, going too far. They got Jackie Chan out there in the line talking to Eve. They got Jackie Chan out there teaching. That's one of them. Got a eat of my mother. That she called it. That's one of them. Got to eat up my mother. They tried to save. You know, that's their trial. You know, um, I always love my mama. You know, I always love my mama. So you know, mama probably was like, why are you teaching that? I love Jesus too. Mama, I believe Jesus is black. I already knew Jesus was black. I mean, look where they're at. They're in the black area. I believe Jesus is black. So can I be accepted? Nigga probably crying and stuff. Mama hugging them. I helped you out with your rent, boy. Them Israelites didn't help you out with your rent. You always come to me, and I love you. And she probably like, damn, you're right. You are a good white. You are a good Edomite. It can be saved. It can be saved. All hurt my ears. That's all. That's it, and that's all. That's it, and that's all. Shalom. Happy Sabbath, Grace. We clowning today, Grace. We clowning today. They try to kill your boy. They try to set up a plot. Hang sundown town, your boy. They try to sundown town. He talking about, yeah, we gotta hurry and get back because sometimes we could get stuck out here. I'm thinking like, yeah, he said we gotta watch the clock because he said what? He said 15 minutes can turn into an hour, 15 minutes with traffic real fast. So let's watch the clock. I'm like, dude, if I get stuck out here in the boonies with an Edomite, with more Edomites, and you guys done tricked me on not to have no weapon. Like, I mean, I got tools. These pliers is going inside your neck, boy. You know, we're stronger. You know, I'm saying one is stronger than the other. I could take like 10 Edomites, King David style. I would have been. Take them little pliers, plunge them in their neck. I had a whole bunch of tools. I had a drill too. I was like I was thinking. That's how I think, because that warehouse was it was so, like I keep saying, my lips is chapped. My lips been chapped for 2 days. It was so cold up in that joint. It was soundproof, you know. And they didn't want me to walk certain places. Oh, no, go back there. Like they got somebody tied up or something. I'm like, or they dug my grave or something. I'm like, what do you want? Why you keep saying don't go back there? Like I hear some banging on the door. Let me out. Like, so I got somebody tied up back here. You know, you find them tied up. And you like, hey man, you need some help. Then they hit you in the back of the head with a shovel, and you end up back there tied up too. You know, I seen this movie before, Esau. You're not about to trick me. My family know where I'm at. I got a GPS on my phone. I got it. They gonna know where I'm at if they don't hear from me by 4:30. Some of our folks have fallen away. In 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let me get that. I'm gonna get that right here. I just been running my mouth. I'm just happy to be alive. You guys just don't know what I experienced. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there be a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Dun dun dun. Consists. I didn't hear the first part. Why was you with the Edomite? Damn, sis, you gotta go run with the Edomites. With the Edomites on a gig, and they was trying to murk your boy, trying to set your boy up. With the Edomites in a gig. He was reeling you in with them keys and giving you much responsibility. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And he was very like, bro, I'm like, bro, I just started. He would ask me, oh, did anybody tell you about this? Anybody tell you about, bro, I just started and tell me nothing. What the hell you talking about with your big words? It'd just be like, say if I told one of you guys, let's go, Tisa, come on, let's go fix on these Cadillac Escalades. We're about to go change out I got 5 Cadillac Escalades around California that needs to be fixed. We don't know what's wrong with them, but we're about to go find out. And we driving, and then we got our little electric plug to see the diagnosis, and we're like, oh, that's weird. The lights ain't coming on. And you're like, and I'm like, all right, Tisa, pull up the take the cover off and get some light bulbs out the back of the truck and let's try that. And you're like, okay, how the hell I take the cover off? What cover? How do like how do you gotta open the trunk, you gotta go inside, you gotta lift that panel up. Bro, what panel? Like, you gotta show me none of this. What the hell you talking about? You know? Oh, there's a kill switch underneath. It's like, bro, I'm like, man, this dude is tripping. Dude is tripping. I'm like, man. I already knew I was gonna quit though. Like I keep telling y'all, I'm about to start school, man. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm on unemployment, right? You have unemployment. You have to I don't know if you guys know, every week you got to have a log of that you're looking for a job or that you went an interview. So I went on an interview and I was bombing them on purpose. But the Edomite hired me. So I'll give it a shot. But yeah, and I'm suing. I had another thing. I'm suing this company. Matter of fact, y'all send up the prayers for me. With this civil suit. I'm suing this company, and I asked for, guess what? $500,000. Hey, I gotta hand my investigator, right? I gotta hand my investigator. Yeah, he was like, so how much do you want to settle for? It was hella funny. And I'm thinking, right? I'm about to say a number. And I said a low number, but on purpose. But he was like, oh, I can't give you no legal advice or something. I'm like, nigga, I don't need your legal advice. G-Bar, I actually know what I want. But and then he was like, okay, I'm gonna send it to the company and see if they want to settle with you. And then he said, just write me an email. He said, write me an email on why you deserve what you deserve and X, Y, and Z. So I'm like, man, I'm about to go higher. And he was like, oh, that can alter their response. And I'm like, man, I don't give a damn. I said, bro, emotional distress, all that stuff is priceless. And this is real. I got documentation of all this stuff too. So I emailed him. I said, man, I want $500,000. And they can work. We can negotiate from there. That's the starting point. So send me the prayers. It's David versus Goliath. I'm David. They're Goliath. The Maccabees versus the Greeks. So I don't got nothing to lose. I'm quite sure they might not agree to that amount, but they're gonna get something 6 figures for real. Messing with me, trying to discriminate against G-Bar. You feel me? Many of that bunch have made Edomite family and trying to recruit those with the same family dynamic. Grace, you said, where was I? I was everywhere. I was in 10 cities today. I was in 10 cities. He was even talking about taking a damn ferry. He's like, yeah, sometimes we gotta hop on the ferry. I'm like, nigga, I'm not hopping on no damn ferry to go. Hell no. He's talking about, yeah, Monday we might hop. It ain't gonna be no Monday. G-Bar won't be here Monday. You feel me? I ain't hopping on no ferry, But yeah, I was in 10 cities and they was in the boonies. If I was in Grace knows, she from out here. I was in Kenmore. I was in Redmond. I was in Kirkland. I was in Bellevue. I was in Issaquah. I was in Duval. I don't even know what the hell that is. I was in Duval. I'm seeing hood rat Edomites, like it was like some projects for them. She came out, the Edomite woman came out with weed pajamas. I'm like, what the hell? This is Karanita. This is Beckyana. I said, man, this is Beckyana. Becky Nita. Like, she came out with damn weed pajamas white trash, dog poop all over front her front yard. You could tell a dog, she had the it was a dog leash wrapped around the tree with no dog. He must have been inside or something, but there's dog poop every. I'm like, man, these Edomites is nasty, dirty. I am traumatized today. This stuff I seen. Like I seen, like I was telling earlier in the video, I seen, because you know there's a flood out here. I seen pumpkins in the trees. Like it looked like pumpkins was growing from the damn trees. That's how high the water was. Pumpkins was in the trees, all in the trees. I'm like, I'm looking in with water everywhere. Like I was close by the river. I'm seeing bulls and horses and just roaming. I'm like, what the hell? This is in Duval County or Duval, whatever it's called. I'm like, bro, get me the hell up out of this joint for real. And he's looking, he ain't even, he's looking like this stuff is regular. You feel me? He looking like this stuff is regular. Like he ain't, I got my head on. I'm like, what the? I'm like, what is that? I'm seeing all type of weird stuff. He's just driving regular, eating his little bagel and stuff. I'm like, bro, Esau is evil as hell. You cannot tell me they can be saved. You cannot tell me they're not the Edomites. For real. You cannot tell me they ain't the Edomites. You good, bro. I love hearing your stories. All praises. You're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, you got it right. Nah, not Gig Harbor. Shalom. Deborah. Duval is hella south. Karen Yetta. Hey, she was Karen Yetta. I was in the car while she was coming out, but I'm looking like, bro, she looked like she is straight white trash. And he was talking about they be pooping in the damn washer and dryer or in the washer. And I'm like, he like, yeah, we get one of those. We just call it. And I'm like, bro, I ain't touching, bro. You guys, I'm thinking like, why are you doing this job? Who the hell would do this? Like, hey, you better be paying me $300 million a year for this. That's the only way I'll do it. Give me 300 million. And then after I get to my 300 million, I quit. I was stuck in traffic for hella today. I had a killer headache. But yeah, man, yeah, I spent damn near the whole little hour talking about my experience. But yeah, Christmas evil. Let's just run through a couple scripts, man. Our people are doing the our people are doing man traditions. But look at this. Look at this. No, it's family. It's family time. Man, Job 14:4. Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. Christmas is unclean, And my family, they can cook too. They can cook some good old food, They can cook some good food. It's like, nope, I don't give a damn what you guys cooking, my favorite stuff or whatever, or if you guys let me pick them in. Nope. Because you can't make something clean. That's unclean. You can't do it. you know, and I'm standing on my 10 toes. You know, I'd be feeling proud of myself too, you know, because I ain't budging. Nope, not going. You know, so and so coming in town. Nope, you know, and that should make something click in their head. Like, damn, he really ain't tripping. He really ain't dealing with it. So I'm actually trying to save you. Hopefully, you know, it may not be this year, may not be next year, but hopefully something sparks. Like, damn, my cousin, he don't be celebrating that. Somebody might tell you, and it might be somebody else that needs to tell you. You're like, damn, my cousin don't deal with that stuff either. Because then I'm like, why do you have to do it on these days? That's why I want to ask them. Like, I know I'll get different answers, very case by case, but I want to ask my family, why you guys do it on these days? You know, why? You know how bugged out you are, you know, and it's not harmless. It's unclean. You're gonna have to pay for it. You know. Hold on. So let's get. Where do I want to go? Let's go to Isaiah. We can get Jeremiah 10. I'll get that next, you know, after Isaiah, you know, the classic. Like I said, I wasn't even going to talk about Christmas, but the Lord. Oh, I don't want Jeremiah 10. I want Jeremiah 30. The Lord's like, man, just bang out Christmas for real quick. Just bang out Christmas real quick. G Bizzle. Isaiah 30 in verse 8. Now go write it before them in a table and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever, that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. See, they want to do God's tradition and not hear the law. Like, we're going to go to Jeremiah and show you how it's evil, right? Christmas is satanic. It's pagan. You can everybody got a smartphone, right? The Galaxies, the iPhones, the Androids, whatever, right? Use your smartphone and be smart. An elementary Google search will show you that it's evil, but they don't care. Because why? Because they are rebellious, lying children that will not hear the law. Look, which say to the seers, see not. They said, don't see Christmas is evil. And to the prophets, prophesy not until it's right thing. We don't want to hear that it's evil. We don't want to hear that Thanksgiving is a massacre. We don't want to hear Valentine's Day is evil. We don't want to hear Halloween is evil. Speak unto us smooth things. Prophesy deceit. See, that's why Isaiah said, write it in a book. And we got it in our book, and we can tell them, you guys want smooth things. You guys want lies. Tell us that, you know, it ain't that bad. You know, it's for the kids. It's for the kids. Like sis said, try to say happy holidays. Say happy holidays. They did that to try to include you. Like, you know, we don't celebrate holidays. We celebrate holy days at that. But they'll tell you happy holidays, but they got a Christmas tree right there. They got Santa Claus plastered all over the wall, you know? So they just really doing that because, you know, trying to be politically correct. You know, speak unto a smooth thing, prophesy deceits. And sis, when they said happy, you said you was on the phone. You was on the phone with them when they said happy holiday. What you do? You just hung up or what? I like to hear how different people deal with different things. When they said happy holidays with you on the phone, what did you do most of this time? You know, what did you do? So look, it says, which say to the seer, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things. They want to hear lies. Our people, that's how you know we're the Israelites. They want to hear lies. Jeremiah 10. I guess it's good. Where should we start at? Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. Don't learn the way of the heathen. Right? Like I said earlier, let them celebrate that madness. And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the custom of the people are vain. And this is Jeremiah, Babylonian captivity, right? This is before Christ was born. Because they try to say it was the birth of the Messiah. But they were celebrating this before he was born. For the custom of the people are vain. I mean, they're stupid. They're just following blind. The blind lead the blind. They don't know why they just like they don't know like they don't know why they all getting turkeys, stuffing, cranberry sauce. They don't know why they're all getting a tree, lights, and wrapping presents. For one cutteth a tree out the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and gold. They fasten it with the nails and with hammers that it move not. This is talking about Christmas. Right? It's hella funny because some people will argue, that's not talking about Christmas. I've seen some people argue that's not talking about Christmas. And that is funny. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs to be born because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil. Neither also is it in them to do good. So yeah, don't learn the way of the heathen. But yeah, send your guys' prayers up for me with my case that we body their ass. People like that. And I ain't gonna lie, them Christians like they be looking filthy. They do be looking good, but it's evil though. I'd be like, damn, they getting creative. I'd be looking up, but they look like they be competing with other houses, but it's wicked. All that glitter ain't gold. It make me feel good not to celebrate. Yeah, it makes me feel good too. Sis. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't had to go too hard on people this year though. I guess I ain't been really out that much. But like last year and the year before, I think I was getting irritated, telling me, quit saying that stuff to me. Shalom Neff, my brother Neff, the kingdom, fo. Burr, burr, burr. They get happy and say they're not celebrating, but they enjoy feeding the homeless. The artwork on the thumbnail is all praise. I just made that. I made that too. All praise to the Most High, man. People ever try to do his little thing, I try to do my little thug dizzle. I said, man, tie up Santa and burn the Christmas tree and make them look beat down. Yeah. No, we good. We stick to celebrating the holy days instead of these heathen days. Straight like that. I'd be like, oh, okay. You talking about you be like, oh, okay, when they be like, happy holidays? Danielle might grab the phone. She might be like, the hell with your holiday, your holiday. Quit saying that to me. Click. No, Danielle be like, get off my damn line. But at first I'd be like, you too, catching me off guard. And what you say? Hold on. I'd be like, oh, okay. So they say happy holidays or Merry Christmas. You be like, oh, okay. Or Let me see the second Maccabees. Second Maccabee. Man, what the hell? This went to third Maccabee. What the hell is third Maccabee? I don't got my Bible up here. It says, whereas this decree was read, a feast was arranged at Gentile pillars. Damn, I don't got my Bible. That's how unprepared I am. I don't got my Bible. Edomites was bothering me. But I had to come see my family, man. The water, sis. You know, I already know. If I win, y'all win. 5 wins, a win for us all. Most definitely, for real. Andre, I'd be so pissed. Exactly. The lights look interesting, but I know what it's all about. Exactly. Praises for the prayers. Yeah, because they think that's going to get them in the kingdom. See, yeah, I see the fed, the homeless. Exactly. If they knew what Sirach say, Sirach 12. Let's see what Sirach 12. Know who you do good to. I mean, I told this Israelite, one of our brothers, because I think they were feeding the homeless too. In fact, one of our brothers was feeding the homeless. They still might be feeding the homeless. And I was like, bro, and I showed him this script, which I think he already knew this script. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get it on the I'm gonna pull it up. We're gonna pull it up. I gotta show it. Should you feed the homeless? Should you feed the homeless? So I showed the brother this. I think he read it before, but he didn't have it broke down. I'm like, bro, he's talking about his camp going on the Shabbat to feed the homeless. Sirach 12:1. Should you feed the homeless? When thou wilt do good, know to who thou doest it. So shalt thou be thanked for thy benefits. It says, do good to the godly man. No, do good to the bum. The man fentanyl. The man that's gonna take your money, he's gonna take your meal and save his money to go get a hit. Right? So you're doing good to him, and you're gonna get paid back from the Lord because you helped this brother. And I broke this down to the brother. He's like, oh man. And thou shalt find a recompense, if not from him, yet from the Most High. Hold on, I'm gonna jump. Look, number 4. Give to the godly man and help not a sinner. Do well unto him that is lowly, but give not to the ungodly. Hold back thy bread and give it not unto him, lest he overmaster thee thereby, for else thou shalt receive twice as much evil for all the good thou shalt have done unto him. For the Most High hates sinners and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly and keep them against the mighty day of their punishment. Help give unto the good and help not the sinner. So it says you're going to receive twice. Imagine you helping out, you're feeding the homeless, and you get twice as much evil for doing that. See, Christians don't know this. Even some Israelites don't know this because they be feeding the homeless too. Some of y'all favorite camp be feeding the homeless. Because I know brothers from all camps, and I talk to them. They be talking to old G-Bar on the side. And we was talking, and he was like, damn, man, I gotta show the brothers this, man. Brother said, hey, the brother was like, I gotta show the brothers this. we gonna get evil for helping them out. I be wanting to. I know you do, sis. You know, Danielle got that fire. She got that fire. I'll make the mistake too and say, oh, you too. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I do too. I'll be like, you too. No, or I'll be like, I might just be like, you know, enjoy your day. You know, have a good day or enjoy your day. They don't catch it. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your hell day while you can. We're about to put a stop to that. Yeah, oh yeah, enjoy your day. Enjoy your day. Because your days is numbered. Not gonna lie. I said happy holidays, so wrapped up in being professional. Yeah, sometimes they might catch you off guard, you know. Like the Edomite might ask me, like, what did he say? Oh, he's like, yeah, what you got planned for the holiday? I just, oh, nothing too much. I don't really get into it like that, you know, nothing too much. You know, I just leave it like that. And that's true. On your day, I don't got nothing going on. Your wicked hell day, I have nothing going on. Normally, I'd be just ignoring them. No do good to the bomb. No do good to the bomb. Yeah, right. Con. Let's say if the Lord Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai. The lie was told they're entertaining an angel. That's a good one. My coworkers know I don't celebrate. Con. Nobody said it was easy being an angel. Like, hey, for real. Sometimes it be getting tiring. Like you might snap on like the 10th person to say it, and they might get it. They're like, "Damn, I just told him Happy Merry Christmas. It's all. I don't know what's wrong with him." You know, like, bro. I remember one time I did snap on the dude. I remember I was in physical therapy. I'm gonna get ready to wrap up too. I know I did hella stories, but let me tell you this story though. I was in physical therapy 2 times a week. I think 2 to 3 times. It was like 2 times, minimum 2 times, right? Every other day, like Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday. It was like the season. It was like that November. You know, Thanksgiving was coming up. Tuesday, Thursday. I had told the Edomite. I had told him. I'm like, look. He kept asking about. Thanksgiving, and I'm like, man, I don't celebrate that stuff, bro. I don't get into it. I think I said it. I was being nice in front. I said, you know, I don't really get into it, you know, like that, you know, something. And he kept asking me like week after week. And as it got closer, he asked me. I think it was like that week. It probably was Monday. You know, Thanksgiving on Thursday. They were like, yeah, man, what you got planned with Thanksgiving? Man, I snapped his head off too. And he had me, I think I was on my back doing one of his I had a little the ball. I think I was doing some overhead or something. And he's standing over me. He's like, yeah, so what you got planned for Thanksgiving? Man, I threw that ball. Man, I said, look, dude. I keep telling you, I don't celebrate it. Quit asking me that, you know, like, damn. And like everybody looked, and he was like, sorry, man. Well, I was like, I didn't even feel bad, but he asked me like 20 times, bro. It's like November 1st to Thanksgiving, killing like the last Thursday, and I was seeing him 2 times a week, 2 times a week minimum, sometimes 3. And he kept asking me at least one time, "What you got planned for the holiday? What you got planned?" And that last week, I just bit his head off, smooth off. You know. And when I was driving home, I was like, "Damn, I kind of feel bad." I was like, "Damn." But I'm like, then again, I don't feel bad. You keep asking me, bro. Why you keep asking me, bro? I think you're trying to be funny or something. You know, like how is it so hard to believe a nigga don't celebrate this stuff? But it's like you're offended that I don't celebrate this. I keep telling you, bro, leave me alone. You know. Yeah, we can talk all day about our testimonies on that's what brothers and sisters should do. We could write a book or something or talk about how our holiday season testimonies. How'd you was at this store? You had to get on somebody. This person got mad. Cause we be going through a lot. Like bro said, it's hard being an Israelite. I see why. I understand, even though it's weak. I understand why a lot of Israelites is changing doctrines and falling out because they can't hang with the big dogs. Facts. I have said it with the mean mug. Like said, I don't celebrate. Yeah, it could be pissing you off too. Like, bro, like I don't think people understand. You would have to be one of us to understand how much they push it on you. They push it on you so much, and they get offended that you don't celebrate because they know deep down, like, damn, our time is dangerous. Number these niggers is not celebrating our stuff no more. Oh my God, it's the end. The spell is wearing off. Constant, but if we endure, there will be no better reward. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. And that's one of my prayers to endure to the end, for real. People look at you funny because you don't celebrate or eat a bomb. Exactly. I felt like that dude was going to look at me today. He kept talking about pulled pork, pulled pork. Oh, they got good pulled pork. Hey, you know what this Edomite going to ask me too? Well, I thought I'm like, he named some restaurant I ain't never heard of. I said, what the heck? Because he knew like my area where I live. He like, so I guess he was naming a restaurant that was by there. I'm like, nah, what the hell is that? He like, oh, it's a German place. What the hell do I look like going to a Edomite German restaurants? And I'm looking like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, they import their food straight from Germany. And it's really good, man. During the pandemic, man, it was closed down. They just opened back up, man. You should try it. Get the hell out of here. I was like, what they got? They got good pork sausages. Edomite said they got good pork sausages. He kept talking about pork. I'm like, damn, they really love pork like that. Damn, that's all he kept talking about. Pork this, pork that, pork. They got the pork. I'm like, bro, this has got to be I know he's Satan, but it's got to be Satan to where he knows who I am and he's just trying to poke at me. I'm like, why you keep talking about pulled pork and let's go get some breakfast. Let's get a sausage sandwich. Oh, the bacon is not. He had his sausage. He had a sausage sandwich with bacon on it. He like, oh, they didn't cook my bacon hard enough. He said they didn't cook my bacon long enough. Look. I'm like, bro, this dude is just damn devil. God damn. Con, that's a great idea. Use Bible verse with it. Con, that's word. They get very offended. Whoa. Come, most have drunken the wine of Babylon. That's it. That is why most of the time I tell them I don't follow. I tell them that I follow the holy days in our Bible. They love pork. That's why I said 2 different manner of people. I don't know. Like, I think I don't know if that was just Satan, super Satan, or we got a heightened sense of awareness to where we just know that we just recognize, like a regular Jake probably wouldn't know. He probably, oh yeah, the bacon here, the bacon, I love bacon. Oh, you pulled pork sandwich? I know my brother make a killer pulled pork sandwich. He might, but I ain't like what? I just like pork. I was trying to go to the store and buy some beef ribs. They don't even got none, but they got the pork ribs all over and they're cheap as hell. I'm like, look, they got the pork ribs for the low, but you don't got no beef ribs. Beef bacon costs a lot and it's hard to find. That's how you know. They know. And all they eat is, that's sauerkraut and pole. Yeah, that's what I said. What do they got? Sausages and stuff? Oh yeah, they got a killer sauerkraut. Yeah, they said that too. I don't know, damn, bro. Like, are you trying to be funny? What if I was like, what if I was on some African stuff? I'm like, oh yeah, we went to where we went to the deal, Ethiopian spot with got some injera bread. He would look at me crazy. Like, yeah, man, where you live at? Oh, they got this killer African place over there, man. Have you tried it? He like, your nigga, I don't eat no African food, nigga. I eat all my stuff. Pork, and bloody steaks. Definitely set apart. Super Edomite super Satans. That's what you're gonna call them, super Satans. SS super Satans. It's like, would it kill them to substitute beef or turkey with the pork? Damn, exactly. But they're Satan though, so they got to do their Satan stuff. Let me get ready to close out, man. I've been running my damn mouth. Let me run through these 3 scripts real quick. I apologize for not being scripture bound today as much. I usually like to get a lot more scriptures and shut the hell up and let the Bible talk. My lips is trapped though. Or they're not trapped, they just feel weird. My lip, you know how like you've been in like the mountains, you ever been, or like a blizzard, and your lips get that feeling? That's how they feel. It was so cold with them damn Edomites in that warehouse. Okay, look, Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good. So it's a destruction on you if you're calling Xmas good. And you talking about it's good, come on. My grandma is having everybody come over. It says destruction and good evil that put darkness for light. Christmas is dark, and you putting it for light. You even try to light up your house and everything. And light for darkness that put bitter for sweet. Christmas is bitter and not sweet, and sweet for bitter. You should be celebrating Hanukkah. Mm-hmm. 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 And what was my other script? Okay. Let me get Psalms 94:16. Who gonna stand up for me against the evildoers? The book of Psalms, chapter 94:16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the worker of iniquities? I will, they will, we all will, and we will rebuke all these holidays every chance we get. We will rebuke all these holidays every chance we get. Because we are the children of the light, not children of the dark. John 8:32. And he shall know, and this is in closing, he shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Accept that Christmas is evil, and you will be free, and you will be like us in the truth, and you will be like us, enlightened. All praises. Been going through a lot. Appreciate you too, sis. Here go my Cash App. Thank you to those that have Cash App me. All praise to the Most High. You will, like I said, like we read earlier, do good to the godly man that you notice to keep the commandments. To the godly man, you get a reward. If I don't give you the reward, Yahweh gonna give you the reward. You dig? That's why Daniel was left. That's why Daniel was like, just give me vegetable. Yeah, he like, man, just give me vegetable. You guys are fouling every damn thing around this joint. Thank you for your testimony. Oh, that current life testimony sometimes it's better as it is fresh. All praise to the Most High. I'm none to it, like for real. All praise to the Most High. Well, thank y'all for hanging out with me. You know, thank y'all for Cash Apping. You know, like I just said, you'll get a reward, not from me. You will for the Most High. Most definitely. Love y'all. Christmas is for busters. And then we might do a New Year's Eve one. We're gonna come back with New Year's Day. What's next? Let me see. What's the date for next week? The 26th. Oh yeah, we're in there. We're in there. We're in there. We might bust out New Year's. New Year's is for busters next week. New Year's is for busters. Christmas for busters. Everything for busters. But yeah, all praise to the Most High. Love y'all. Till next time. Hey, you know how we do it. We rocking. All right. Shalom. Happy Sabbath.